I can't begin to tell you how many times I've been in a situation thinking, man, I'd be a lot further in my career if I would have graduated at this time or from this school, or man, I'd be a whole lot further if I would have maximized on that opportunity. Or wow, if I had the resources that so-and-so has, or if my dad was as rich as so-and-so's dad, I'd be in a different place than I am right now. I can't tell you how many times I've had those kind of conversations with myself, if I'm honest. I can't tell you how many times I've sat up or sat on the side of my bed or at my office desk or even daydreaming in a drive-thru while I'm waiting on my fries about where I'd be if things were a little different. I'm at a standstill. I'm hitting a brick wall because of how limited my resources are. I get into that mindset and then I get reminded of Moses. You know Moses. One of the most famous parts of the story is when he's standing there and Pharaoh is behind him and the Red Sea is in front of him. And the children of Israel, you can't forget about them, they're looking at him wondering, hey Moses, what's the next step? And Moses is looking to God wondering much the same, hey, what's the next step? But part of what I want to share with you about Moses' story is that you have to be reminded of what's in your hand. In moments of panic and in dismay, God is poised to answer your panic with, what do you have that I've already given you to work with? And why aren't you capitalizing on that? You're focusing on what you think you need or what you think you don't have, rather than thinking about what you have in your hand, in your possession. Use what's already been given to you. You know, those things that you know that you assume everyone else knows. You have to use that. You have to use the sum total of your relationships and your experiences and bring all of that to the table. No one else can bring that but you. Maybe you feel like you're seeing someone else be glorified, or that doing it another way should make you change your approach. And God is saying, what do you have in your hand? What has our Father given you that no one else has? What do you have left in your hand? What can you create from? What can you make happen out of thin air? A lot of times, as creatives, I know for me, I feel limited or stuck because of a lack of vision or a lack of support or exposure or resources. And when Moses was at his wit's end, with Pharaoh's army behind him and the Red Sea in front of him, he didn't know what to do. How many times are you in the middle of a project or trapped in a process or a workflow and you don't know what to do with writer's block? You see that blinking cursor and you're scared, or that blank Photoshop canvas and you're unsure of what to do next. When Moses began to panic, God reminded him to look at what he's already been equipped with. The same goes with us. In the midst of our frustration, we must remember that God's equipped you.